how to DIY your own fingerprint card for the ATF. I'll put a link to where I bought these. I bought 100 of them because I figured I'd share them with friends, family, whatever. I know a lot of people like guns. Okay, so this is the FD-258 card. So there's a bunch of information up here. I'll walk you through each of these boxes as well, and then your fingerprints as well down here. Okay, I like to start with my fingerprints before filling out all this information. So just in case I botch a fingerprint, I don't have to refill out all the information above. So that's the order that I'm going to do it. As far as fingerprint ink, it says fingerprint ink right on it. Now, you can use just about any ink, but fingerprint ink, the pads, they make them a little bit nicer than what they do for stamps. So I recommend getting some sort of genuine fingerprint ink. Before you do your fingerprints on your nice card, I recommend you go find just a sheet of printer paper or whatever, and I don't have any around here, but I got a bunch of these cards, so it's whatever. And then just practice on it. They do have some additional instructions on the back. I'm not going to go through those. The principle is you don't want any smudges, you don't want any smears, you don't want any blank spots where ink wasn't on. You want nice clear fingerprints, and it's much easier to do that with dedicated ink. So to do that, and before you put ink on these papers too, like you may have just tried your thumb on another blank paper and be like, oh, I got this, but try it on the actual paper because your thumb is pretty easy. Ring finger, it gets really hard. Like it's just not meant to just open up as much, and so I like to put it kind of on the edge of a table so I can almost bend this part down while I'm doing it. I'm not going to do all my fingers, but so make sure you want to get plenty of ink. Just like kind of roll it how you're going to roll it on there. But you don't want too much, you don't want any crazy smudges. And then you're just going to start on the side and you're going to roll side to side. So start, roll it across, and done. And if you have something heavy to hold the top, then that's really nice too. My hand here to help. Start here on the left, roll clear across, and up. And there are some dark areas over here, but because those are clear on the side, they're not really going to care about those. And then do the same for all those. Do the exact same on your left hand. And then these ones are straight up and down. So to do those, it's pretty, I'll just show you one hand. Press it straight up. Looks like a beautiful fingerprint. And if you've ever had your fingerprints done, they do use their hand to help. And then sometimes I've seen them even like kind of cock them a little bit. Like if your middle finger is so much longer than your pinky and you can barely get your pinky on, then you can do that. You can turn it just a little bit and then put them on. They just want it down and straight up, just like that. Okay, so you're gonna do that for all your fingerprints. There's no smudges. Now I did put a little bit of smudge there. So if you had like a weird smudge like that on your thing, throw it away and start again. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks like when it's all filled out. Now, I just use my thumb for all of these, so it's going to look something like that. Before you do these ones, you'll want to re-dip all your, re-ink all your fingers so you get nice, clean prints, because if you don't, they'll be really light. So like this one, I just did these 3 in a row without retouching up the ink, and as you can see, it turns out pretty bad. Okay, now I will put a link in the description below to a website that is really handy on filling this stuff out, but I'll walk you through each one. You want to leave everything that says leave blank blank, or else they can throw it out. So now we're going to start with name, last name, first name. So I'm going to put John, and then I'm going to put Doe. Signature of your fingerprinted person. So if you're signing it, then you put your signature here. So here, residence of the person fingerprinted. This is going to be your address. I just put a bogus one, and gosh, I'm not giving you a good example. Try to write better than me. I'm an engineer. I never write a dang thing. But anyway, so that's going to be your address. Just your number, street, city, state, and zip code. And then the date is going to be the date or whenever you actually got your fingerprints done. And then signature of official taking fingerprints. So if you got yours at some official place, they would sign it there. If you are taking your own fingerprints like you are in this case, then you can go ahead and sign that as well. So we're just going to sign that. Okay, now we're going to go over here to aliases. So these, if you have any like maiden names or whatever, you're going to put these in here. If your first name is Jonathan, then maybe you go by John. So if that was the case, you'd put Jonathan up here, and then you'd put John in your alias. Oftentimes this is going to be blank. Okay, so the ORI is the originating agency identifier. So this is going to vary from whatever you're sending it for. Now, if this is for an NFA application, then this is going to be the same, and I'll put it on the screen here so you can just copy this and not try to read my Reformed Egyptian or whatever. But Date of birth, so that's pretty simple. Okay, citizenship, this is going to be USA. And then as long as it's in the box, you're good. It could be under here, it could be over here, it's not a big deal. Male, female, pretty simple there. Race, I'll put a list of these codes here for the different races, but for this, I'll put a W here for me. So the height, you put in a 3-digit number. So first you're going to put the number of feet, so I'm 5, and then if you're 5'2", you put 0.2. If you're 5'12", you put 5 and then 1.2. And then weight, you put your weight in pounds. And then eyes, I'll put the code for the eyes here, so brown, blue, whatever. Hair, I'll put the code here. I'll put the list of codes here. Let's go brown again, B-R-O. So the place of birth, they just want the state only. They don't want anything else. So we're going to put Texas. Okay, employer and address. Now this is not for a business application or anything like that, so that doesn't matter. Reason fingerprinted. You can put like NFA application, NFA Form 1, ATF Form 1, whatever. So the OCA you're going to leave blank, the UCN you're going to leave blank, the Armed Forces number you're going to leave blank, unless you have those numbers, and if you do, you will know what they are. 99% of people watching this are not going to have any of those. And then your Social Security number, this is where you're going to put your Social Security number. Now you don't technically actually have to put your Social Security number. We go a little bit faster if you do that. Okay, so honestly, that's pretty much it. So I got all this filled out, I got these cards filled out, and now this card is filled out, ready to go. Okay guys, so that's it on filling out the FD-258 fingerprint card, specifically for NFA applications, but really for anything else, and DIYing it, maybe saving you a few bucks while you're at it. Anyway guys, I will be doing a video on how to get this into an electronic fingerprint transfer file next week. So if you want to see that, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.